Alrighty. Almost where I'm trying to get to here. There are a lot of you waiting. Sorry to keep you. Sorry to be late. It's my bad. Should know better than to assume the traffic will be smooth. And I was wrong. So I'm just going to let you enjoy this preview of the park from the outside as we go, as I pack up, get ready to get out of the vehicle. And we'll do a little introduction to the stream and let you know what's going to happen, what's going on, who we are excited to see, and I think a little bit of a plan. Thanks to my patrons for voting on this, because this was I didn't try to affect the results, but this is definitely the park that I was hoping for, and I'm really excited that it worked out that way. So here I am, all masked up and ready to go in the back of the car. The reason I'm in a car and not on my bike is because I thought I want to arrive, you know, not soaked in sweat and completely out of breath. C'est parfait ici, monsieur. Oui, c'est nickel, merci. Bonne soirée. Et bon courage aussi. Au revoir. Oui. So I'm really excited to be here for multiple reasons, but I love Chaumont. I think it's a super underrated park in Paris that most people don't know about, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to take this off just for a second so I can breathe. Oh man, after a long time in the back of the car, I'm going to keep this with me. Generally outside, and especially with lower, you know, density of people, seems like it's been fine to go without, but I have a special guest that's going to be joining me here soon, who I want to be extra careful around because she's a little extra fragile. So it's pretty exciting that she's going to be able to join us. But hi everybody, I'm glad you like the mask. The mask is made by Dixie, who is a patron of mine. And today's patron producer of the vlog today that I filmed today was Janine Davey, I believe. And I threw her name on the vlog that you'll see tomorrow, but I'll throw her name out there right now as well. The plan, I'm in front of the 19th, the mayor's office of the 19th arrondissement. So that's what you can see behind me. It's a really nice building. And we're gonna walk through its pseudo-twin buildings across the way into Chaumont, which is a huge park. That was built, I believe, for a World's Fair. I should have done some research before I showed up, but it's been a crazy couple of days and my brain's all over the place. So I thought about canceling this at one point because I was like, you know what, like I don't want to take up all the oxygen in the room. But then I also recognized that it can be nice to have something like this just to take a break and to take a stroll, go on a walk in the park together. Let's, you know, put our minds on something else for a minute. The world is crazy as it is, and I don't need to tell you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and stroll through this, and we're gonna go inside, and then we can discuss our plan with Natasha, but I have some ideas of how I want to go about it, so we'll give it a go here and see where we end up. I also gotta put my bag over my shoulder, and I'll see what I can do for comments and so forth. For those of you that are curious, I saw Yanni and Paul were in here, so hi guys. And I saw Laura from San Diego. I saw a couple others pop up there. Jane, glad you're in here, and Hannah. Well, I'm glad you guys, I'm glad to be a little break. I'm struggling because I sometimes feel like I want to do something more, but I think sometimes this is it's what we got to deal with. So what we got to do. Sorry, I was distracted by that kid shouting behind me. But I mean, this is we enjoy the things that we have available to us, right? So there's supposed to be some Space Invaders around here somewhere too that are new. I'm looking forward to finding those. But let's find our little friend. I'm going to put my mask on as we come in here. So this is Chaumont, end of the 19th century, like I was saying. Let's see. It's got basically what as I recall from, like, originally this was like a dumping ground. Like there was some pretty nasty toxic stuff going on in here. So thankfully they've got that under wraps. And it's now a fantastic park, which you can see. There are a fair number of people out and about. Wow, there are a lot of people down there. Let's find our co-host here, and then we can discuss the plan. There she is. I see her over there. So we're gonna end up there at some point. That's like our end goal, probably. Keep you guys waiting to see the nice view at the end there. Hi, hold on. Oh, mask. Elbow bumps. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With the mask.
So I started the stream already. We have 135 people in here hanging out with us.
Hey,
And people from Oklahoma. And there's Jody Ferguson. Hey, buddy. Kansas City. Stephanie, good to see you. Dave, Sophie. Sophie's in Scotland, I believe, actually. So many nice people. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. So I think the plan is going to be we can do like a lap on the lower level, maybe?
Yeah.
and then just kind of spiral our way up to the temple at the end.
Good idea. I came from the high end, so.
And now you're just resting in the
Beautiful
shade.
views to come. Yeah, it's so nice. It's the first time in 3 months that I've stepped on grass.
Yeah.
That I've been in nature.
Yeah.
It's really.
In Paris's version of nature.
Yeah, Paris's version. I mean, you can see how busy it is, but
It's really busy
still
out here.
Really, really nice.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
I've seen busier.
It's definitely busier at weekends, I guess.
Yeah, it's good to get out here on a Tuesday for sure. And before it gets too crazy, because I bet you more and more people are going to be showing up as we're here.
Yeah, definitely. And people are coming back to Paris now.
Oh yeah, that's true. All the people that left, making their return, reclaiming their bit of the city. Should we go down that way, I guess? Okay. It's fun because we could go to the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Should we let's take them to the waterfalls. There's some hidden waterfalls that we can take you guys to. This is a really great park.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park. Not many people come, I think, when you're visiting.
Yeah, it's a very Parisian park. It's not much of a tourist destination.
But I would highly recommend because you get super beautiful views of Sacré-Cœur
Yeah.
when you're at the pavilion.
Yeah.
And it's also just lovely. It feels kind of like Central Park, like a really tiny Central Park.
Yeah. A very tiny Central Park, but we're happy with what we got. Central Park is huge.
Yeah, I love it.
It's one of those things, like it wasn't until I actually went there that I realized like how massive it was.
Yeah. Well,
You could run forever in it. How are you?
Please. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah?
Bit of a low health day.
I'm sorry.
But doing all right.
Thanks for saving up some energy to join me.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
No, I wanted to have a walk in the park.
Yeah, it's good to get out. Cross this bridge at some point. These are not natural formations as well, for anybody that's curious. This whole park is man-made.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, because like part of the history, I can't remember which. I thought it was started by Napoleon III, but I don't know if that's true. We'll get lots of fact checking done on this episode, but
I think they have
another thing up there.
That says.
Because as I recall, this place used to be like kind of a toxic dumping ground for like taxidermists and all kinds of other stuff. And then they wanted to reclaim it as a part of the city. And there were some like health effects that all that nastiness had. Oh, hey, DJ Poser. Eric? It's a former limestone quarry, somebody said.
Thank you for the info.
Of course.
Also, I hope everyone in the US is keeping safe.
Yeah, me too.
Also in Hong Kong.
Trying to give a nice calm break from the news.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been on the news.
Oh man, yeah. It's been heavy for sure.
I think especially when it's your own country. Right?
Yeah.
Like I felt really affected by the Hong Kong protests because I
Yeah.
have a lot of friends who live there. I've been there. It's close to home, and I know how scary the prospect of China
Yeah.
taking over your country.
Oh my gosh.
With you. And yeah, but there's been some beautiful displays of humanity as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's a mixture for sure. No, Jason, you cannot swim in the lake. I mean, you could. You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
It's probably only like a couple feet deep at the most. You can see out here, like this line running along the bottom. It's not deep. Those ducks are basically walking, and it's also probably pretty gross. So yeah, not recommended. Not recommended. But could you? Yes. I mean, you could throw yourself in there. You'd have to develop a very shallow stroke, but it's possible. Didn't we go to the caves up here once and take some photos? I feel like that happened.
Yeah, probably. Just being roamed around. Oh, they have the ponies. I took
Pony
my
rides.
friend's child on one of those.
We could.
And our pony was really aggressive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Fab was pulling the reins, and it kept like wanting to go off and like eat things. And at some point, he just started kind of trotting, and Bob was really terrified. Then I was so scared that the kid was gonna fall off. I was standing like this with him.
So you're running to keep a kid on a horse.
Yeah.
Adorab's little ponies.
They also do the
What's up,
rides
Jim?
in Monceau.
They do them in Barcelona as well.
I've never been. I really want to.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. So we couldn't go in that way, but it looks like we can still get in over there.
Yeah.
Although I don't hear the waterfalls, so maybe there's no waterfall right now.
They just stop with water. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's not this. It's all dry here.
No. I guess it was no point maintaining.
Yeah, keeping the water going when nobody's here. But those caves are the ones we're headed to. We'll still go check them out. Normally there's a waterfall in there. Puppies. So many good doggos around. And yeah, it smells like marijuana out here.
Oh, that's a cute pupper.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
so
Really
excited.
cute.
All right, we'll follow these guys into the caves. It's going to give them a fancy title, but
What do you think the percentage of masks to not? It's quite low, isn't it?
yeah, I feel like people are a lot
Like
less.
it's 20% maybe.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I'm wearing my mask for you more than anything.
Thank you. Yeah, because we can't social distance. We can't really social distance anyway.
No. Theoretically, when you're out in a park like this, and here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I was paying a little bit of attention to it because they've opened up all of the terraces, you know.
Yeah.
So there are tables everywhere.
Yeah, next to me.
And I was trying to, and it's hard too for those things because you obviously can't drink wine with a mask on. So I don't really hold it against anybody for not, but it was nice and cool in here. So this is where the waterfall normally is, with their fake stalagmites and stalactites. It's great. And yeah, it's a good spot to jump your scooter too, apparently. Whoa! Dang, that kid's got a future. I like it. But yeah, you normally could come down here and, and sorry, for those of you that are also, I'm going to try and keep on top of the comments, but we're doing a Patreon cooldown, so if there are lots of comments or questions that I miss during our little stroll and dance here, she's putting the dancing skills to use, even though there's no waterfall. And who cares if there's no waterfall? You got a Natasha to dance for you. We'll be doing a cooldown separate stream for patrons after this, so make sure to save those questions for that too. To answer your question about the terraces, we are right.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a meter between tables, and so I watched them setting up the terraces all along my street.
Yeah.
So the tables are just 1 meter, but
Yeah.
the chairs.
They're only allowed to. Restaurants are able to open, but only with terraces. And the nice thing is they're kind of given.
Luckily, it seems that with most of the studies, it's hard to contract outside.
Yeah.
So it's good that they've just got the terraces.
Yeah.
Also, like in Paris, most of these restaurants and bars are all independently run, right? Small businesses.
Yep.
So they don't really have chains here. So
No.
It's important for people.
And what's really hard then too is that the costs affected with it. So the struggle is it's good that they can at least open, but the struggle then of course is that you want to go around that way and then back up here.
Yeah, well, for you.
Cool. They're optimized to run at full capacity, right? So if you can't open your interior, better to be open than not. But you're not able to earn enough if you can't fill up your tables.
The one I know the one business that's been doing really well are all the cavs.
Yeah.
So cabs are places where you can buy your alcohol. And so basically they've been open because they're an essential business. And so loads of people
Are drinking.
and people have been drinking more with, being stuck at home.
Thanks, Arthur family, for the super chat there. And there's some other super chats that apparently I missed. I'm sorry.
What's the super chat?
It's when people pay to have their comment highlighted. And it's very nice. And usually they want us to drink. Wendy, thank you so much. I'm sorry. Oh, in Minneapolis, I'm glad you're safe. And I'm really sorry that I missed that earlier. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. And the Arthur family did it twice, it looks like. I'm looking for anything else that I missed. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Yeah, and sorry if I'm missing the comments. It's really hard to read. I'm the worst at reading these and walking at the same time. So here are the police driving through town.
Well, it's not the police.
It's the mayor's office, one branch. There's the temple up there again. Get that shot for you as we're going. That's where we're going to end up. We're going to go up there and we'll show you the view from there, which is pretty stellar, to say the least. So we've kind of already seen the other side over here, right? So maybe we should...
Go around?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because so kind of make our way up and back around. Okay.
Do you want to
Go up this way?
an ice cream?
Or do I want an ice cream? You have no idea.
I'm not queuing. I will queue for you if you want one.
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
I gotta hang on there. Avoid the temptations. Whoa, Yanni, thank you so much. Elbow bumps to you, my friend. Elbow bumps indeed. Yeah, here, we'll elbow bump for you. Boop. That was an elbow bump for you, Yanni. Hey, Dad. Thanks for being here. I love my dad. Glad you're here.
Dad.
Natasha says hi. Get another shot of the old temple there before it fades away. The real issue of any live stream we haven't is bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
But we won't go so long that becomes a problem.
Well, they have 3 different restaurants.
Oh yeah, are they open again?
So they might be. We'll see.
You want to tell people what about the restaurant situation
Yeah.
here?
So in
In the park,
So
yeah.
in the park, there's 3 different kind of restaurants. I've only been to 2, I think, out of the 3.
Yeah.
But they're great if you want to catch like a glass of wine while you're in the park.
Yeah.
One is really good for like drinking in the evening.
Yeah.
It's got like a whole big terrace outside in the green. I don't know what it's called though.
I never remember the
I
names.
never remember the names.
And I never remember which one is where. I always remember
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they are,
Yeah.
but not which one is which until I get there. I'm like, that's not the one I was looking for.
We'll see, maybe we'll pass it.
We'll also probably pass. This is some Gustav territory. I'm pretty sure Gustav has played in this section specifically when on a vlog somewhere. Got some badminton going on over here in the corner.
It must be so great for the kids.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh man, it's good to get outside. Kids all locked up in lockdown. This is brutal.
My friend's kid left the flat for the first time.
My dad says hi back, by the way. What was that?
My friend's kid left the flat for the first time in 3 months.
Oh wow.
Today.
That's so crazy. Poor kittens. How's this so far for a chill stroll through the park, ladies and gentlemen? It's not so bad. Really nice to get out. What are the leash laws like in the city? Dogs are always supposed to be on a leash in the city, but whether or not anybody actually listens to that's always up for debate. Some people have really legitly well-trained dogs that like handle it really well, but not everybody. Should we, let's see, you want to curve in here?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Beautiful. Oh, light for trees.
Aw. I'm glad to get you out for a walk here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
good, I'm good.
Okay. If you need to stop and take a sit, that's totally fine. We can do that.
Stuffy with the mask on. Isn't it?
Yeah. It is indeed. Thanks, little fat. Appreciate it. Anti-bees. Indeed. All elbow bumps. No beesies. Did I say hi to Yanni? I see Yanni's in here. I think I said hi earlier. Whew. I think those kids got my ice cream. It's kind of interesting too because everything's like really overgrown.
I like it.
I know. This
really
looks like wheat. Is this wheat?
This is wheat. I'm pretty sure because it looks like the fields behind my house,
Yeah.
and my school is near there. When I was young, and it was called wheat fields.
I grew up surrounded by wheat fields, so theoretically
That's
I should know. Yeah, I should know
Yeah.
what they are. It's just surprising me that it's here. Give it a quick. It really looks like it.
When I was young, I used to go out with Pullman. We'd make like a little hole in the center of
Yeah?
the field and then lie there with music and chill. And,
That's good.
yeah.
Farmers didn't like that, but you guys had a good time.
It wasn't really a properly farm. It was like the size of this, you know.
There we go. A little bit more light through the trees here as we walk. The birds. Oh, this is really nice.
Oh, the shade. It's so cool.
So much cooler in the shade.
So much better than my flat.
Yeah, mine too. Although mine's been okay so far. I managed to run my fans at the right times and
That's good. Yeah.
try to keep
Gotta keep on top of that.
the cool air coming in and then the warm air not. Aw. Susanoo. That was nice of her. I don't know why she excused herself.
So tiny.
So let's see. What does the city do to maintain parks? That's a good question. I mean, the same thing that I would guess any city does. They have a department for that, and I don't actually. Yeah, they have Parks and Rec, exactly. I have no idea like what they do that would be specifically different. But they actively work on it, and they have. I think some of these parks, even Butte Chaumont, might have a gardener that lives on site.
Mm.
There's a house at the other one of the other
I've always
entrances that I
wondered
think
about
he
that.
actually lives in. So it depends on. It probably depends on the mayor's office. So each arrondissement has its own mayor and its own local government, and they're responsible for maintaining things like that. So it's not a city thing, I don't think. So it probably depends on how they run the show. Walking slower, walking slower. Thanks for telling me.
Usually I'm really speedy, but with the
Yeah.
mask, it's quite
Oh,
hard.
that's hard.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, thankfully, I have, chocolate on my breath, so it's working out okay. I was thinking that when I left, I wore my mask when I went to Good News a couple weeks ago. Sat down, had coffee and a cookie, and then on the way back, I was like, wow, my mask smells so much better. It smells delightful. This park is surprisingly big, too.
You always find new little lanes
Yeah.
that you kind of forget about.
Spirals around, there's lots of different paths. It's really well maintained.
Sunbathing.
Lots of nudity over here. If you don't like the sight of manly shoulder blades, look away. It's gonna be some of that. Maybe some manly nipples too.
And then healthy guts.
Oh yeah, if you're lucky. This slope over here is the one that I'm most familiar with in the sense that like my friends, when I first moved to Paris like 5 or 6 years ago, this is where they always met for picnics.
Oh, this one's the park.
Yeah.
Shut, yeah. Was there one of the cafes?
Hey, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Yes, this is one of the bars. This one's much more takeaway oriented, and there's another one that's actually got like a sit-down restaurant that we're very likely to cross paths with as we're here. But I'm just enjoying how many people are out and about, really. It's funny because I used to, when we first got let out, I felt a lot more apprehensive about being around people. And then, especially like you were saying, being outside, like, actually, it's always like uplifting more than stressful, I feel like. Oh, je poopers. Yesterday I saw a Shiba Inu Russell Terrier mix. It was adorable and super chill. Didn't give a crap. Okay, so we're gonna exit the park if we keep going this way.
Well, we can go.
Can we go up again? Oh yeah, let's go up again. Let's do that.
Thank you, jogger breath.
Ooh, jogger breath, my favorite.
The only problem with this.
Your new problem is jogger breath, you said? Are we walking at a decent pace for you?
Yeah. Do you want to
Okay.
cut up it?
Yeah, we could do that,
Is
sure.
that the path then? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's still a path inside there. Do you feel up for that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay.
Lead the way. Get some like fancy like girl walking through park footage here if I can get the camera to turn back around, which it's not gonna do.
doesn't look like there is a park.
What's that?
It doesn't look like there is a park.
I think there is. Is there not? Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
We may have reached the edge. We have. Ba-doop, game over. I guess you just have to hang out here forever. Thanks, Britt. Somebody agreed with you. Hold on. Someone agreed with you and said jogger breath is the worst.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
funny.
we need to go left and follow it up.
Yep, let's do that. Sounds like a plan. Oh man, it's so nice to be out. It definitely does make it feel way hotter than it really is to have the face mask on. Yeah. And it's catching my breath in my mustache, which I'm saving for later in case I get thirsty.
I think if we sat still, like that would be fine to take it off.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I feel like when you move, you should respect.
Well, we can do that for the
people's-
cool down stream.
Yeah, but there's just no like, you know, you can't social distance. So.
Yep. Yeah, when you're walking around like this, for sure. There's lots of people around. Whoa!
And there it is.
Thanks, Deborah. There what is?
The park. The park.
The path, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
C'est vrai.
Oh, putain.
Oh, look at these flowers really quick. We got to do a little flower pause. In case my grandma's watching, Grandma Jane. We've got pretty buildings and pretty ladies and now pretty flowers, and Grandma Jane's checklist has been properly handled. Somebody just bit it. But I think he's okay. Yep, he's fine. Getting closer to that temple for those of you that have been waiting for it to happen. It's 87 here. Somebody who's given us the temperature.
Early breath. As soon as I know.
Man, I'm gonna be so conscientious about my breath when I'm running after this. Just gonna be apologizing to everybody I run by. Like, sorry.
This is where the Chinese people do Tai Chi.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever come and joined them?
No, but maybe I should. And they look great. And then there's also people come here to do like boxing and all sorts.
Is it kind of like a softer ground there, like a playground?
I'm not sure now. I think it's just like sectioned off.
My phone is getting warm. Well, my phone's complaining now too, so at least we're all complaining together.
Oh, I got a mosquito in my mouth.
Oh no.
Okay.
Those of you at home are getting to enjoy the full experience of the outdoors with us. Did you just smoosh it?
It went on my nose.
It went up your nose? Did you snort it out?
No, it's in my nose.
It's a part of your body now.
I swallowed it.
You've
Sorry, that's
incorporated a mosquito into your...
What else are you gonna do?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Oh, do you want a little...
Yeah, sure. You can take a little jog down. This is
A
gonna...
bit of shisha.
Yeah. It'll lead us... Well, actually, yeah, we can bob back up in the distance there.
Secret shisha.
Secret shisha. Smoke the hookah. Smells nice. Smells nicer than jogger breath.
Better than cigarette.
Also true. So that bridge over there is the one we're going to angle towards here in a minute,
Oh, look at
and it'll take us to the
I just
temple.
love that building behind.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Someone's got their windows open. Imagine
Very
being
Osmanian
that
dome.
terrace.
You can't quite see the full view yet, but you'll get it once we get out there. Twill be nice. Mosquitoes in Paris too. Yeah, they exist. They're not.
Oh yeah, I've had like 10 bites already.
I always have one in my room, and usually it feels like just one, and as soon as I get them, another one shows up. It's like, come on. And the poor,
Like, I grew up in Malaysia, so I'm used to the muggies.
that's the thing. I traveled
Oh yeah.
a lot and never had problems with no problems with mosquitoes in North America, no problems in West Africa, no problems in Europe, and then I ended up in the Caribbean for a few weeks, and they ate me alive with like murderous intent. Here's the top of that empty waterfall, by the way, in case anybody's curious. And now mosquito bites bother me. Not as much as they did down there, but now they bug me. Jody, thank you so much. Jody just purchased us both a nice adult beverage when we're done with this.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Thanks, buddy.
I will take that.
Here, I'm going to give you a better panning shot. In celebration of Jody's generosity, look at the extra effort going into this shot of an empty waterfall. It's so glorious without any water.
I'll let you know when it's back.
I will be back here when it's back for sure. Come make a video about the park when it's fully up and running.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Should we angle? I think we might have to jump up. We can go this way, but we're gonna have to go up the grass. Does it go up? Okay, cool. Oh, you're right. We're right there. Right. You're right. It's wise to listen to Natasha. One of my life lessons. Oh, that breeze is amazing.
So cool.
The breeze is saving my life right now. So you can see there's tons of space in this park to spread out. If you're low and next to the pool, pond kind of person, you're there. If you're like a halfway up the hill and out of sight of everything kind of person, you got that.
I will say though, many times I have come like on a Friday night and it's packed.
Yeah.
There's barely a space.
Oh, this place gets more packed than like, I was gonna say a park on 4th of July, but I don't know if that's true. But I was actually gonna say a movie theater on 4th of July, but that made no sense. It made sense for density, but why would you be inside on the 4th of July? Yeah, very ruined American frame of reference.
Yeah, like that didn't usually absolutely round.
This is actually the slope I was referring to earlier that I mistook, because apparently my brain is scrambled.
I like to sit here and
Yeah. It's nice. The grass is all pretty dry, but that's all right. Conserve some water, I suppose. Everybody else got fuzzy video? Sorry, here, this phone does not like to focus. Just not its thing. Or is it a connection issue? Here we go. There's that bridge we saw earlier. We walked under that bridge right at the beginning. And there's the pond you don't want to swim in. You definitely don't want to dive into it. You could probably do a nice flop. Yeah. You won't even have to float because the ground will support you. Oh, it's closed? This is the great... Oh, and so is the bridge. No wonder nobody's on it. No!
So what can we do with the top?
Well, let's see how far we can go up here to the left. Because maybe we can still make it.
Oh, God.
Well, look at this. We'll go slow. I'll slow my roll.
Think of the ass. Working.
Yep. Working on it.
Working this fast.
I don't have one, but I'm working on it.
See, look at that building over there. Imagine living there.
Yeah, that's a really nice. It's got that Osmanian dark roof. Phenomenal. What's that?
How do you pronounce it?
Osmanian?
Osmanian?
Yeah, I have.
I never know. I'm like,
yeah.
Osman?
Well, the way he would probably pronounce it, Haussmann, but the French don't pronounce the H, right? So.
Right. Yeah.
Osman. So I actually was thinking about making a video about that, about pronunciation. Here's the temple top, at least.
Oh, we can go into it.
I think so. And how like you just need to pronounce things to be understood, you know? Because there are people that'll give you crap for not pronouncing Montmartre correctly, for example.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, do you go around saying Paris? No, you say Paris.
Yeah. And also, it's so frustrating not knowing if it's un or une.
Yeah.
Like if you say, is it une croissant? Oh, it's un croissant.
Un
If
croissant.
you say une, they're like,
What? Yeah.
what?
You know the croissant part's the most important part, right?
Every time I text a friend, I have to check every time this word, like, is it un, une, la, la.
Here we go. I'll follow you up. A little bit of little subject in the shot. Here we go. This is the temple shot. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that breeze is amazing. I hope it's not ruining the audio, but I kind of don't care. There it is. See if we can get a zoom in shot here. It's a big park. It's not the biggest park in Paris, I don't think, but it is big. It is the biggest within Paris, you think? Trying to think. Yeah, it competes.
One in the south with,
It definitely competes. With it, maybe it is the biggest park in the city. Yeah, I don't actually. I don't think.
You go sort of south from Lyon. Out of my head.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll look at a map later. We'll tell you. We'll find that answer for the Patreon cooldown stream. How about that? Those are the perks. Isn't that nice though? I specifically didn't bring my real camera with me to keep me from being tempted to do anything other than this live stream. I'm regretting that now with the lighting. Go for it, yeah. Let's see if we can Hold on, I'll put this here. I think that'll balance. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm smiling, but you can't tell.
Oh, there we go.
I'm trying to be expressive, but it's not working. There we go. Okay, we'll give you the slow pan here, so you can get a feel for what all we're looking at. There are actually you can sit down here on these rocks, which is, you know, if you want to do with parental supervision. I've seen some people take some risks there. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parks in the city, and it is definitely one of the most underrated. Yeah, you got it, John. 24.7 hectares. It is the 5th largest park in Paris. After after Bois de Vincennes, Bois de Boulogne, Parc de la Villette. Yeah, we're talking about inside Paris.
They don't count.
But the Tuileries are bigger.
Tuileries, that's what I was thinking of.
I wasn't sure if the Tuileries were bigger or not.
No, I'm thinking of the other one.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. You pitched in for Super Chat and got us a hot fact.
Got us a what?
A hot fact.
What is a hot fact?
Great fact.
Oh, that was the fact. Thank you.
Did the mask make that sound a little bit inappropriate?
No, I thought it was like hot fat. I thought that sounds good, like some pork fats crackling.
I could go for some pork.
Yeah, I made some the other day.
Man, that was the danger. I told you that was. Oh, that sounds really good.
I'll make a few.
That sounds great. I told you that was the danger of playing Breath of the Wild. Was all the food that I made looked so good in the game. I was like, I want a steak. I haven't had steak in forever.
Oh, look, there's a plane taking off.
Where is it? Oh yeah, can you guys see that?
Plane in forever.
It's a very rare sight to see planes over the city. It's over that building.
It's coming into land, maybe?
It does look like it's angled down. I don't know if you guys can see that. I made a postcard of those zigzaggy buildings in the distance once too. Eddie, if you're watching this, I still have that postcard somewhere for you, buddy. I used to do ups, Peter, but I don't really anymore, especially not right now with the complications, and then I don't have enough time, unfortunately, one-on-one to do that, because I appreciate it very much, but I get asked a lot, and unfortunately, fortunately, but unfortunately, I gotta make videos, which I'm lucky that I get to do. So I don't know when France is gonna open back up to the U.S. We'll probably talk about that more in the cool down, but they're discussing opening the borders within Europe right now, but they still haven't even done that. They're still turning away people from like Belgium. There were some people from Belgium that tried to come into France just this week and got turned away, and I saw that was a news piece. My ear is starting to hurt a little bit. Let's see what we got over here as well. This is a little bit more park. You can see down there some people hanging out, just enjoying some shade. Muy bien. And this is where we came up. So this is the path that was blocked that made us think that maybe we weren't going to be able to get up, and then this is the path that we took over here. There's only one path up here if you think about it in terms of like a bridge, but then it splits into these two. And I think this one's just been closed for a long time. I don't remember the last time I saw that was open, but people are down on the side over here so that you can enjoy that much.
Texting my mom photos.
Texting your mom some photos? Perfect. Don't forget your mothers. Moms are important. Okay, well let's stroll to the place that we want to sit, and then we can transition to the Patreon stream. Yeah. So for those of you that have lots of questions and so forth, I mean, I'll still scroll through these comments here a little bit. I'm sure I missed a bunch, but we're gonna go find a little spot to chill, and we'll switch to the Patreon stream where the main focus will be comments instead of it being a secondary focus. Oh, you can see the Eiffel Tower. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Just for those of you that are curious, got to give you the good stuff here. There's the Eiffel Tower right there. I wish I could do on-screen highlights, but I'm sure you can see it. You're always welcome, and do say hi, Peter. If you run into me on the street, man, you're always welcome to say hi and take photos and whatever else. That's cool. Just unfortunately don't have the time for lots of lunches and coffees, which is sad. I used to. Let's see. I know I needed to open up too. I wish you guys could come. The UK is interesting too, because I have a friend who's actually going to the UK before they initiate their quarantining policies, which they're going to from the 8th. So she's going now, so she doesn't have to quarantine for business. And that's bananas to me. Also, look at all these little bugs on this. If my sister's watching, are these aphids? What's happening here? These poor flowers. This one's got the bugs. These ones don't. They're all kind of droopy, but these ones have got the bugs. Not that you guys tuned into this for bugs. Bug streaming. What else we got? Thank you for joining Patreon. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Amber. It's really nice. We're getting out of here just before all the teenagers show up, so we'll try to quieten our space as we go. Ooh, and some more flowers. I'm gonna keep showing you guys flowers till we find our spot to sit. Oh, somebody asked about my camera. It's a Sony A6500. Sorry, missed that.
Still texting my mom.
That's fine. Text your mom away.
I don't want a trip.
We'll give you your attention to the next stream a little more. So yeah. I'm using my phone right now. Yeah, to stream. Exactly. Yanni's on it. Yanni, you also changed, I feel like you changed the spelling of your YouTube name there a little bit. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's the software I've been using since I was 14, I think. So for about 3,000 years. Oh, hey, look at this cliffside, or just this hillside view. Look at all these French people sunbathing. This is like a comic book. A French comic book shot.
Painting.
Oh, or a Monet painting. I'll go for that. What is the patron screen? Oh, so it's stream. Sorry, S-T-R-E-A-M. Stream. So if you're a patron for the $5 and up, I think it's a new thing that I'm doing at the end of live streams. I'm gonna switch over to a second live stream link, which I've posted over on Patreon. So if you're a patron, you'll be able to find that. And we'll just chill for a little bit, answer some questions. Yeah, do some more Q&A. Natasha will probably dance again. I mean, yeah.
Do you have any questions for me? That I'm that interesting?
You're super interesting. Are you kidding? You're the most interesting part of this whole stream. Except maybe those bugs on the flowers. That was pretty interesting.
And the dogs.
The dogs were adorable, yeah.
The non-waterfall.
Also interesting. Yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff going on, but you still take the cake. And so that link is over on Patreon. It's also on Discord in the patrons only section. So if you're on the Discord server, that's another spot to find it. Oh, great. You've already got it. Sweet. So that's where we're going to head next. We're just going to try and find a quiet spot to sit that's not in the sun, probably. And also probably doesn't have anybody totally naked in the background, because as much as that might improve the views, you know, want it to be kid friendly. We could do that. It's kind of down there.
It's not much of a view though.
No, it's kind of down in the weeds.
Continue on. This is a nice place that I like to go.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna swap over to that now. I hope you've enjoyed this stroll of Chaumont. This is one of my favorite parks in the city, like I said. Great spot to come sit, have a drink with friends. When the restaurants open back up, that's a really good option as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons for voting on this. They're the ones that chose the park out of all the parks we could have strolled.
Oh, thank you. Is that
Yeah.
anyone I could come to?
Yeah, then I'm really glad you did, because that's how we got Natasha roped in. So worked out great. Okay, we're gonna find a spot. Some benches and stuff, yeah. And you'll see us pop up on that other link shortly. Thanks for watching. Hope you're well. Stay safe.